talk a little bit about Dakar. Okay, you've got one under your belt. Going into the second, time for racing Dakar, what was the pressure like?
After you win one time, the pressure is really heavy. When you're expected to win, it's a lot of pressure on your shoulders, and you make the slightest mistake, and next thing you know, it feels like your world's crumbling down. But I'm stoked to have done it again, and after doing it twice, for sure, it can happen a third time.
Well, we're going to hope for that three-peat for sure, but let's talk a little bit about it. The first win, you had a big gap there. It seemed like the pressure was off. But Ross Branch, leading for a little bit there, he took the lead away from you. You had to fight back. What was going through your mind when that was going on?
Yeah, the first win was a little bit more comforting. We had a big lead. It was more comfortable and kind of easier. But, yeah, this year, Ross and a couple other boys were keeping me on my toes. And, after 37 hours, we had a 1 second split. That was a big stress, and for 3 days was really tight. So, yeah, congrats to Ross. He rode really well, and I think we were fighting back and forth pretty well. So that was definitely the most stressful week of rally racing in my entire life, and I'm happy to, have put the pieces together to come out on top.
And I was looking at that Dakar trophy, man. That thing is hefty. That thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you, and it's nice to have two of them.
Do they charge a little extra on the plane coming back with that? Oh, this bag's too heavy.
No, they definitely don't like that thing going through TSA pre-check. I know that.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this. This is a brand new bike from Honda. I mean, I know Johnny Campbell and the JCR Racing, you guys have put a lot of time on it. I've been checking this bike out. It's pretty sick. Was this a game changer for you?
Yeah, the rally bike is definitely a unique machine. This bike is new, and we struggled, to get it set up as everyone would. You struggle with a new motorcycle since the old one was so polished and a dream bike. But no, this bike did good. I think all the riders are happy. Every rider showed how good the machine is, and to go out on a new bike and win on the new bike, I think it's really saying something. So I'm definitely looking forward to the remainder of this year to see how much better we can make the bike for the next year. So the bike is, dude, I love this thing. It rides so much nicer.
Well, I'm just looking at all this thing, all the different gas tanks, your computer systems up here, your checkpoint little pouch on the seat there. What was blowing me away, 4 gas tanks on this thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're riding, we need to do 180 miles before we can even get fuel. So you need to hold, the 9 gallons of fuel. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. But it is a special machine if you look at it closely and you realize, like, wow, it's not just a bike of carbon fiber. There's fuel tanks around the whole thing, and the navigation, so we don't get lost. It's a unique bike for sure.
It's not exactly light.
No. This is much lighter though than the old bike, so it's nice. But you're right, it is not a light machine, especially when it has 9 gallons of fuel in it.
I mean, going through the dunes in this thing, and I was watching you guys, and it's like powdered sand out there. I mean, what's it like going through in this thing?
Riding the dunes on the rally bike is sick. It has so much power, dude, and it rides so nice in the dunes. I would ride this in the dunes before a small bike for sure, and a small bike would be like a moto bike.
Nice, nice in a little berm there, throwing off a little rooster tail.
No paddle tires, dude. We got our DOT rear tire. We're ready to rip.
Right on. So what's next for Ricky Brabec?
What's next for me is obviously we have a lot of media to do, but I don't know. I think the team is kind of taken off for a couple months because there's a rally in Dubai, I think in like 3 weeks that we're not attending. So I think our first rally back will be in April. But until then, I don't know, just going to ride with Preston Campbell at the Mint 400 and try to sign up in my side-by-side of the Mint 400. But other than that, I don't know.